Hello everyone and welcome back to the OG Jurassic World Evolution, in which I want to show you a really cool mod done by modder Kaiodenic. This modder is pretty well known in the community at this point for some really awesome mods, and this is another one. And it's really taking the game into the next phase, the next state. And it's gonna be, honestly, it's gonna be hard for Jurassic World Evolution 2 to compete with this. Now, I want to thank Kaiodenic for personally, helping me out with figuring out this mod. I had some issues with it, and I'll show you what I mean. So one of the biggest things about this mod is hitboxes be gone. We all know that frustration from the hitboxes. We hate them with pretty much every fiber in our being. I get that, I agree. But what this mod does is get rid of those awful hitboxes. Now you might think, what do you mean get rid of it? It's still obstructed. And that's exactly what I thought when I installed this mod. I was like, this is where the disappointment set in. And I reached out to Kaiodenic like, oh, I'm having some issues. Can you please help me? And they were kind enough to assist me. And after some troubleshooting, it was suggested, hey, have you tried placing it? Even though it says obstructed. And, well... yeah, that's it. So, even though you will still get the obstructed notification, the hitbox is history. And that is so amazing. I cannot believe how amazing that is. So, when I go over to like this big path section over here, we have a lot of path going on. But what we can do is we can place this thing right over there. How cool is that? No more hitboxes. That also means that you can just get really close to the edges of stuff, you know, because it might be weird to place a tree over here, but you could place it right there. That it's still in the grassy section. Let's also check how close we can get to buildings. Let's do the big tree. Look at that big tree right there in a spot where it would normally never have been able to squeeze into. And there it goes. So wow, this means like these awkward little bits that you're always left with in your park, we can fill that up now. Look at that. That is absolutely incredible. I love it so much. One of the other things that is really cool about this mod, and I'm gonna quickly place down something to illustrate the point. So I'm gonna do here we're having a track. And we want to have another track. And we can cross the existing. I worked myself into a bit of a corner. Can we do that? We can even do that. There you go. So no more issues with, oh my god, I can't make that turn. You can just double back a little bit. You can cross over other paths. Can we also do this? Yes, we can. We can cross over a path. Curve too sharp. He still did it. Absolutely brilliant. Let's connect these quickly so we can get some tours going. Hold on. Does it work like that? It also just works like that. It is brilliant. Okay, so let's see. Let's ride the tour. Ride the tour. Let's watch it cross the path. Honestly, this is so amazing. Like, you all know, we're all fan of dinosaurs over here, and all of the new dinosaur mods are absolutely incredible, absolutely beautiful, but at a certain point, and I feel like, you know, 300 dinosaurs, that's something we're at. Oh, we're gonna cross the path! I should not be this excited, but I am. Hello! But yeah, well, I really do like all of the dinosaur mods as well. I think that this is really the big game-changing stuff, and this is what I'm all about. Like, the possibilities at this point have just become endless. Now, I do suddenly have a weird fascination with seeing what happens when the tour trucks cross the path just when our innocent little scientist lady is walking there. I don't know what will happen. I'm guessing they'll just clip, but there's no scientific evidence for that yet. I will have to do some researching. But yeah, as you can tell from my narration, I'm very excited about this. This is absolutely going to change how you build parks. The modders are bringing Jurassic World Evolution 1 to such a state that it can still compete. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so some other things that we can do with this mod. I'm pretty much going to mess up my park at this point, but notice anything? Notice anything? We can place it wherever we want. We're not going to get the terrain constraints notification. And also what's interesting is obviously like for a building, it flattens the area around it, makes sense. But if you choose a scenery item and you place that on a sharp hill, the terrain doesn't adjust. Normally what would happen without this mod is like a teeny tiny plateau would form over here for the tree to take root in and grow. I don't know why I said it like that. But that is no longer necessary. It's just, you know, you can place happy little trees, happy little accidents all over the place. Bob Ross would be proud of Kaiodenic. I am so hyper right now. Oh, he did flatten for this one. Oh, so that's interesting to note. So it's really, what's gonna happen if we do the big tree? There you go. Alright, granted, that looks a little weird, but for like these smaller ones, it works splendidly. Now, another thing, yes, there is more. Another thing you can do is you can place a normal feeder in water. Again, it says you can't. Don't trust the game, trust the modders. Oh, we have an interesting collision going on here. Oh, we have an interesting collision. Okay, so you do have to be mindful. Oh, we just missed it. We just missed it. But you do have to be mindful with crossing over too many times. You'll probably end up with situations like this. What happens if we deactivate and activate? What happens if we drive it? Can we give him like a little push, a little nudge? Okay, so I found a fault in the system. This is a flaw in the system, but still, nothing's gonna ruin my mood. So I'm not really sure how we can fix this. I guess you can just do that and, you know, let them be happy little campers. Let them move on. It's a tiny bit of maintenance, but I feel like what we get in return for it is worth it. Just be careful about, how often you're gonna loop the track or cross the track. That's obviously going to increase the odds of issues occurring. Yeah, and you might have to intervene once in a while. Another thing that I'm really excited about, and by the way, if you want to know all of the features for this mod, Kaiodenic did a really informative video about that themselves as well. I will link that in the description box down below. If I can, I'll also link it in the top right corner, but can I? I don't know. Can I link other people's videos? Is that possible? I guess we'll find out. If not, it's in the description box down below. But one of the other things that I am super excited about, that it has me singing, which I should never do. Okay. So let's bring in the grass. Now, what we have over here is we have an intensity tool. And if you do that, bam, maximum intensity, we can like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay. But if we lower the intensity, we can like really, really lightly, really gently sort of like dry out the sand, and you get this super convincing savanna effect. Normally what you would do to get that effect is you would have just this intensity and you would do that, you know, and you would spastically draw all over the place, and you know, you'd still get with some really dense areas. But what you can do now is you can just adjust the intensity and really easily just create the perfect terrain look that you are going for. And I can't stress enough what a big deal that is. And that is so cool. Normally what would happen is this. And that's not quite the same effect, is it? Now what you can also do is, I don't know why you would, but you can do that. You can do that. You can do whatever you want. I am very excited. I've said that like 10 times already. So yeah, I wanted to showcase this mod because it is a game changer for sure, and I will be gratefully making use of it for all of the future park builds that you will of course be seeing on the channel. And again, I want to thank Kaiodenic not just for the hard work in making this mod, but also for helping me figure out that I cannot trust the notification. And I suppose that That is your warning sign as well. If you see that, don't worry. Just click and it'll place. So yeah, I think this is something that's really exciting to people. Of course, as always, the mod is linked in the description box down below. And if you're playing this game on PC, I really recommend that you get it. Alright, thank you so much for watching and for listening to me ramble. And until next time, enjoy this mod.